This November, I'm headed to the Nairobi Summit. That meeting will mark the 25th anniversary of the International Conference on Population and Development. This year, we've decided to come together to talk about this unfinished business. So when I head to Nairobi, I march for rights and choices for everyone.
I march for all women who fight for labor equality, for all women who promote having greater access to quality education.
I march for the rights of women and girls, especially the sexual and reproductive rights.
I march from the G7 to Nairobi, Beijing +25 and beyond. I march for a woman's right to decide on her own body, to decide when, if, and with whom to have children and sex.
I march for reproductive health, for safety and for dignity, and for an end to gender-based violence.
I march for those women who lose their lives while giving birth.
I march for my mum, I march for my sister. I march for human rights. I march for sexual reproductive health and the right to choose.
I march for young people's rights to be heard and be leaders in the communities and countries.
So I march for all women everywhere who experience violence, who experience social exclusion, unfairly, unjustly.
I march for the teenage girls and boys in the world.
I march for women and girls' rights. I march for a world free from gender-based violence.
I'm Carl Hoffman. I march for self-care as a way to unlock women's power. I march for youth as the answer to tomorrow's problems today.
I march for women empowerment.
I march for gender equality.
Sons of girls and women with disabilities who have for long been excluded.
For them to be able to make decisions for themselves.
For governments and families to provide comprehensive sexuality education.
For freedoms. The freedoms that every woman and girl must experience to achieve their full potential in society.
For the right of women and girls to decide about their own body.
I march for all the women and girls who can't. This is why I march.
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 I was so excited to march.
This is why I march.
I do not just dream of a future of equality, but aspire to attain it.
Because women's rights are human rights, and human rights are women's rights.
That's why I march.
And I march for, in fact, I'm running for ICPD +25. See you there.